Getting an ace is a challenging endeavor. Getting 2 aces in a row is a lot more challenging. How about getting 4 aces in a row? Because that's what I was able to do in the Jagdtiger 8.8. Now I should point out that this is one of the least played tier 8 in the game. It's a variant of the normal Jagdtiger 8.8. It is exactly the same statistically, it's just a different skin. I think this is one of the coolest looking tier 8s in the game. I really like snow-centered camos, and I mean, how can you not like the look of this vehicle? It looks pretty freaking sick. So yesterday I was platooning with the mighty Space Boot, pulled the vehicle out, pulled out 4 aces in a row. I don't think I've done this for a very long time, especially judging that the first game was actually a defeat. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick up the 7th kill. I just didn't have enough hit points. And then we played a second battle, not the craziest amount of damage, but assisted my team a bit, got some kills and stuff. 2600 pulled out an ace, then 3578 pulled out an ace, and then finished off with 3765. As you can see, I just stopped playing it. I was like, you know what? I feel like my luck's been good enough today. How about I call it a day here, make a video on 4 aces in a row with a 100% ace rate. Now, weirdly enough, the Jagdtiger is a vehicle that is incredibly underrated in the Blitz community. I do not understand why more people do not own this tank. There's always the question, what is the most overpowered tier 8? And I would easily rank this in the top 5 most overpowered vehicles. Did you know that this tank has 3,560 damage per minute? I bet you didn't, but now that you heard that number, you might just realize how crazy that is. And it's not like it has downsides in other areas, because it actually has really good accuracy at 0.299 or something around there. It's the same accuracy as a Scorpion G. It also has really good alpha at 350. It's also got really everything going for it, even penetration. I think it's like 260, 270 on the premium. It's fantastic penetration, enough to butter through basically anything in front of you. Yeah, I mean, it's a great tank. I should also point out that it has 1500 hit points, which is a lot. It's way more than, for example, a vehicle like the Charioteer, only sitting at 1100 next to me. And when you add that in also with the fact that this tank has good armor and good gun depression, plus it doesn't even suffer on mobility, there really isn't much of a downside. That right there is already 700 damage dealt. Don't get me wrong, a vehicle like the AT-15 is an insanely capable tank. The AT has 4,000 damage per minute, which is insane. But the problem with the AT is it doesn't have alpha, and it doesn't have mobility. And also, it doesn't really have good armor. This tank has all 3. I wouldn't say its mobility is anything insane, but it's good enough mobility to get up to 40 kilometers per hour, which is not bad at all. So already in this game, we're up to 1,790 damage. But obviously, we got a bit more to go. So let's see exactly what we can do here. Well, we got the AMX AC in front, and he's not looking at me, so I'm going to use that good aiming time I have. Get a nice slap into his lower plate. High roll, 391 damage. And now you can realize just how stupid the reload is on this vehicle as we get another tap into the AMX AC. This thing basically has the same alpha and DPM as a Leopard 1. Just think of it like that. Think of a Leopard 1 in tier 8. It's pretty stupid. So now we're up to 3,000 damage dealt. We're able to get a shell into the defender. Also, kill his driver, which means he can't shoot us. Then, we get a nice snap again into his vehicle. We've taken off now 700 hit points from his tank. And we're going to try and get a shell in. Unfortunately, we only track him. But you know what? That's fine, because my teammate gets a shell into him because of that. And then, again, he probably thinks, well, he can't be reloaded now. And I am. It's just such a stupid vehicle. We're already up to 3,400 damage dealt in this game. All that's left that I want to shoot is the FE301. We're going to shoot on the move, because why not? And we hit him in the turret, dealing 370. The dude's got 4 health left, and we're up to 3,700 damage. The real question is, who's going to get the final kill on the FV? Now, I was pretty dang sure he was going to be going towards the right, which he is, so yeah, blah, 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 dead. And there you go. That is how easy this tank can deal almost 4,000 damage. I mean, the damage I just dealt is basically what you would try to get in tier 10. But it makes sense, because this thing has more DPM than most tier 10s, even mediums. 3,500 is more DPM than the E50M, it's more DPM than the WZ121, it's more than everything apart from a Leopard 1 and basically a Kampfpanzer 50-ton. It's tied with vehicles like the T62A. That's stupid, but don't worry, let's do another battle here. So I showcased the Yukon game. How about we just do the Falls Creek one? I mean, it'll be an easy game, showcase once again where this vehicle is really, really, really stupid. So, the enemy team, they got a Carnarvon, an ISU, 2 M6s, a Scorpion G, a Comet, and a Y5. Their tier 7s aren't strong. They're quite weak. But their tier 8s, definitely something I'm going to have to be careful about. Unless, wait a sec, I'm in a Jagdtiger, and I'm just going to YOLO into C. Normally, in like every video I say don't go into C dip, but I was platooned with Space. He's in a Skoda T56, which is just about one of the strongest tier 8s in the game. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. So I was waiting for somebody to make the foolish mistake of driving into the pit first. So there's the Carnarvon. He drives in. I see the M6 shoot, and I'm like, you know what? Now's my chance. Yes, come here, Carnarvon. I want to touch you. We also get 2 bounces because they, some reason, didn't shoot my lower plate. Get a nice ram. Nothing crazy, but I'll take it. Then another nice pen into his vehicle. We've already taken 1,000 hit points off of him. We're going to aim it on his hatch, but, or not his hatch, but the lower part of his turret ring. Unfortunately, I kind of messed the shot up and actually hit him in the gun. That one's on me, but we're doing pretty good so far. We're getting some nice bounces. We're doing our job. Unfortunately, you can see I just don't have the gun depression to hit him in that weak spot there. But it doesn't matter. We're up to 1,700 damage. Think about that. 1,700 damage in 1 minute and 10 seconds. That is insane. Once again, tier 10s don't deal that much damage. And yet, we're in a tier 8 tank destroyer dealing that much. So we get a nice HE into the Scorpion for 503, bringing us up to a fairly reasonable 2,200 damage. If I died at this point, I've already done more than enough in this battle. I've cleared 2 vehicles just by my push, in a tank destroyer, mind you not, and I'm still alive. So let's see how long I can survive in this battle. Make your bet. How long am I going to survive? You know what the crazy part is? I don't actually think I died. So I'm in Rambo mode here, so I could care less. I'm driving up this hill, get a nice shot into the ISU, 370. Now we're up to 2,600 dealt. Okay, well, we got the Scorpion off to the side. The M6 just shot, so whoa, blah, 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 dead. Okay, and now you'll see the enemy M6 is like, well, I'll out-reload the Jagtiger. Psych! Dead. 2,900 damage dealt. And let's turn around the corner here. Hello, would anybody like a free shot? Oh, you would. There you go. I got you, bro. Don't worry. 3,300 damage dealt. This is just such a stupid vehicle. I mean, really, there's nothing else needed to be said. And then we get a nice snap into the ISU as well. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did I survive this battle, but once again, I did another 3,500. The Jagtiger 8.8 is a tank that you should pick up. If it comes out for sale, it's usually very cheap. It's an extremely underrated tank. And for some reason, people don't think it's that strong. It is by far one of the most overpowered tier 8s in the game. And I can say that with a fact. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.